So I haven't filmed anything all week because the weather has been horrendous. It has been rain, sleet, snow, hail, and it's just been a bunker down week for the most part. It's very windy right now. It's very cold. And yeah, I haven't done anything. My husband's home, he works offshore for sort of 3 weeks at a time-ish. Whenever that happens, whenever he comes home initially, we'll spend quite a bit of time together obviously, so I won't be doing much filming when he's home. In other news, to avoid a mental breakdown, I have very quickly booked a vacation for 2 weeks from now, and it's only a 5-day vacation, I think, and it is to Bergen, which is in Norway. Never been, and I want something to look forward to, so that was my answer. Book some travel away, and I will be filming that. So I have just had my results back from the GP with my bloods, and it was all really good news. My vitamin D level was perfect. My cholesterol was amazing. My I can't remember. There was just a lot of stuff that was tested, and everything was excellent and perfect and amazing. These are all the words that were used from the GP, and he was really pleased with the amount of weight that I've lost as well. The only thing that was slightly raised was a couple liver enzymes, and that can be attributed to alcohol if you drink alcohol. I basically don't. I might have a glass of wine around Christmas, but I haven't done that for years, so I'm virtually teetotal. But he said that it can be also caused by being obese, but the fact that I'm losing weight, he's not at all concerned. He said that will rectify itself soon because I'm only marginally over the normal range, so he said he's like, he wouldn't even be worried now necessarily, and especially more so now that he knows that I've lost a fair bit of weight. When it comes to my weight, I'm not having an official weigh-in until Monday. Today is Saturday, but just off of it right now, I'm technically now below my second target. So my first target was 100 kilos, and I reached that a while back. My second target was 15 stone 2, and I'll put up what that is in kilos because I can't remember. And that was the weight that I was 3-ish years ago, maybe a bit more, when I'd worked hard to lose weight back then as well. And I, as of right now, am 15 stone 1. So I've now reached that goal. And so I've got to set a new goal, and I don't know what I'm going to do, what I'm going to set it as. It's easier to do everything in rounded numbers, rounded kilo numbers, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. The other thing that I am needing to track is my blood pressure. And I fully predicted that my blood pressure would be high. It runs in my family. There is absolutely a genetic component. It's not just weight. So right now what I'm doing is I'm tracking my blood pressure. Normally you do it over a week, and upon having a chat with the doctor, we are changing that to over a month and then averaging out the score just to check what my average is. Right now I already know I'm going to be on that medication, and I think, to be honest, even if I ended up losing all of this weight and ended up super skinny and slender, I probably would still have to take blood pressure medication. Like I said, it runs in the family, And I tend to get very stressed very quickly now. I never used to, but I think part of grief, I have no time. I have limited patience at the moment, so I get stressed and angry quite quickly. So yeah. You could go.
This is a ruin that's in Shetland. It's near me and I see it virtually every day. Shetland is full of these ruins, these old houses from roughly the 1800s, late 1800s. Some are older, obviously, or they tend to have been placed where older houses and older ruins used to be. The reason why it doesn't have a roof is quite interesting. So, back in the late 1800s and early 1900s, a lot of people left Shetland to emigrate or they left just to find work, and they still had to pay property tax. So, what they would do is they would remove the roof, and if your house doesn't have a roof, you don't have to pay property tax.
I wanted to explain what I do my weights in. So my weighing scale is in kilos, and I then convert that into stone to understand it better. And it's not that I can't understand kilos. It's just my mind still needs to transition it to stone for it to really sink in, I guess. The thing I don't do is pounds. I'll convert it afterwards, but in the UK it's only really sort of in the last few years with maybe gym enthusiasts and those kind of people that that use pounds exclusively. In the animal world, it's kilos. You'll only do pounds if it's like really, really, really tiny, but as a general rule, you're doing kilos. So if you're coming up with sheep medication, you'll do it in kilos. If you're weighing your dog at the vet's, you'll do it in kilos. Humans, we've in the UK been doing stone for forever. And so I grew up with that. So that's kind of what I instinctively understand. And then I do kilos just to transition it a bit because again, I'm kind of used to that just from the animal side of things. So I understand those two. Pounds, I don't get. Even though stone is more related to pounds than maybe kilo is, but still, I can't do pounds. I don't understand it. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do with my targets is I plan to basically every half stone, I will consider that a target met. And if I did it only in kilos, like, I don't know, say every 5 kilos, every 10 kilos, then for me, that's actually too big of a jump. So I worry that I would lose motivation and I would get disheartened when there are plateaus, because there always are plateaus. Whereas if I do half stone increments, half stone goals, then I'm hoping that will just kind of help with the motivation and keeping going and everything.